Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to build me a vise stand. I'm going to have two vices. I'm going to have that old gem on there. I can beat on that thing. It looks like I think it's close to 100 years old. I know it is. And then the post vise, I know is 120, 130 years old. Peter Wright, I can't remember what brand it is. I believe it's a 5-inch. Or 5.5, something like that. I'll measure it in a little bit. But that's going to be my project, and that's what I'm going to mount it to, is that stump. And I'm going to leave it just like that, except at the bottom I'm going to put a foot for that vise. I got to set it, do a little work to that vise, that post vise. I may just clean both of them up real good. But yeah, kind of a redneck blacksmith setup, but I'm not a blacksmith. Little fabrication, but it's something for an extra hand, hold things down. Anyways, that's my plan. Let's see how it looks like when I get done. I hope it doesn't look like a fool. But I don't care, it's mine. I'll use it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm curious to see what this thing weighs, because I had to carry this thing quite a long ways at the flea market. And then now picking it up, putting it on the shop table, I thought, yeah, I want to see, just out of curiosity. I'm at 64 pounds. Free weight off the floor. We're at 70 something now. I'll get it completely off the floor, hanging. Like I said, I had the fireman carry this silly thing. Completely off the floor. And right at 80 pounds. 80 pounds. Man, this thing's heavy. Didn't realize how heavy this silly thing was. 80 pounds. Check that out. Okay. Now to start disassembling it. Cleaning it up. I'm not sure exactly if I'm going to paint this thing or I blew it maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking to myself, sorry. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I got earplugs in, so I'm talking a little loud, sorry. I'm gonna try to cut this nut off. Looks like it's a castle nut, looks like somebody welded on it. So I'm gonna try to cut the top because I wanna save the bolt because it's the original bolt. So I'm gonna cut the top of this off and try to get that bolt out. So hopefully this works. I think I can save that bolt. Awesome, 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 awesome. Let me see if I can just clean that edge up a little bit and tap that bolt out. I know somebody's going to ask why I used a cutting wheel to grind. I find that that very fine edge, I can manipulate small areas where a larger grinding wheel will take too much. It's too thick. So if anybody asks, that's why I did it. Plus, my tools, my rules. Check that out. I saved the original bolt. Man, it's a little bent too. Look at that. I think it's bent. Man, that sucks. But I think I can reuse that. I'll clean it up and see what it looks like. That is made for this. Oh. All right. I wonder if that was an original castle nut. No way. Threads are different. Yeah, the threads are completely different on this. I didn't even think that. I may not be able to find something. Oh well, I'll figure that out. I'm gonna try to leave this as original as possible the way I found it. That way, I have some history with it. I hope you guys, I'm trying to film this. Sorry, it's hard. Actually, the threads on this are really good shape. Thrust washer is still good. Oh yeah. Boy, it needs to be clean though. What I'm not getting. I'm not getting the spring. And I'm wondering. That's it. It wasn't up high enough, so I'm getting spring action now. I really need to see if I can get a little more spring action in that. I'm wondering, I don't know enough about blacksmithing. And I don't want to know anymore about blacksmithing. I just want to have a nice tool. And I'm thinking it needs a little more tension. Well, no, it doesn't. I think what it is, it's slipped out. Yeah, that's what it is. That's why I'm not getting the tension. Yeah, that's what it is. The spring tension is there. It's just I got this part too far out. Okay. Let's see. I thought these were not original, but I think they are. Maybe. Tap this this out a little bit more. I'm using my, here, sorry. Oh, God, this thing's hard to deal with by myself. I want to tap that out. That doesn't look original. I've never had one of these apart, so I don't know nothing about it. I probably should have watched a video or something. Oh well. If I make a mistake, I'll learn from it. It's actually a little bent, warped. Straighten that up. Well, I'll just cut this off. Oh yeah. I don't think this thing's ever been apart by the looks of it. I think somebody used heat one time to break it apart to get it loose. Yep, it's bent. You can see it's bent. And this one's bent. I don't know if you guys can see. So, before I go any further, hang on. All right, sorry guys, I'm trying to show you. Where it's bent. That one is. So, and in this one, sorry, I'm trying to show you and can't film, it's hard. See that? I'm gonna need some help. I may take this. All right, guys. Went back. Harbor Freight finally got some 6-inch brass-coated wheels. I had the 8-inch on there, and of course, stupid me wasn't paying attention. The 8-inch shouldn't go on a 6-inch wheel. Also, the 8-inch Norton wheel, don't like it anyways. It threw needles immediately when I first started it, plus it's terrible balance. I put it on my big machine, my 8-inch machine, don't like it on it either. So, I complain about these, but they're cheap. They don't last a long time, but these 6-inch from Harbor Freight are good. But I'm gonna clean these up, these parts that I got here. I'm gonna go run the town in a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can get them parts straightened up. But anyways, let's see what I can do now. ladies and gentlemen. I was going to take this to town and have my buddies at the welding shop help me. One, it's starting to rain, storm outside, and I don't really want to drive to town. So I'm going to heat this up and try it myself. I've got torch, I've got everything here. I got plasma cutter and welder and everything, but I don't use my torch much. This is an opportunity to use it. I have been to welding school decades ago, and anyways, so don't laugh at me. I'm a redneck farmer, rancher type welder. I am not a proficient, but I will use a cutting torch, and I'm gonna try to straighten this up myself, so I wanted to just bring you guys along. This camera, I can't see what the camera, I can't see what you guys can see, sorry. I'll wear the thinner gloves first. Take my glasses off. Let's see how this is going to work. Gloves, hammer. Come here. Everything's in my way.
let it soak, let these smaller pieces soak in evaporust, and now I'm going to wire wheel them. And I'm not sure if what I'm going to do to treat this metal on these, but anyways, let's go to the wire wheel.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna redneck the hell out of this. I am going to do as my dad would say, or did say, we're gonna poor boy the hell out of this. Poor boy's got poor ways, and I took this bolt down. See if you can see the threads a little. I took this bolt down and to the machine shop here in town. We only have one little shop in town, and they couldn't see any way. It's a little bent here. I'll show you. It's a little bent, and they didn't see a way to they couldn't see a way to rethread it. So I went ahead and filed it a little bit, and this is it's 5/8 by 11. That's what the the die I have in here is 5/8 by 11. I am going to try to cut this myself and see how it works. Now, those of you that do this, I normally don't cut. I chase threads. That's what I do. I was always taught to chase my threads, clean my threads up when anyways, I don't know if I got this down enough, filed down enough, so I'm playing with it. See if I can make this work. I don't think I got enough. I'm trying to see how straight I'm going. I don't have enough metal taken off, I think. I need more. I'm eyeballing the hell out of this. I really want to save this bolt. There's not a blacksmith in my area that can make me another bolt. I'm nervous when I'm doing this. And this die came out of that Greeley set that I bought. Man. I may need to grind some more off of this because it's not catching. Yeah, all right. I want to show you I'm screwing up, so All right, I don't want to file this. I want to be able to turn it. Let me put this on the grinder. Oops, here. So, sorry. Yeah, it's too big. All right, well, let me grind some more off. I'll be right back. All right, let's redneck this some more. Yeah, grabbing a little better now. I may need to take some more metal off. And I'm far from a machinist, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm guessing here. May have to put this in a different vise. I have to angle it. I don't like angling my... It won't fit. Let's see if I can get it to bite right there. I really need some cutting oil, but I don't have any cutting oil, so. I think I'm going a little crooked. Yeah, I am crooked. Oh well. I just need this nut to hold in place. Once I get it on there, when I get it together, I'll put Loctite on it. I'm not going to put a lock washer or anything. It's working, guys. My dad'd be proud of this. We redneck. Back in the day, when you're poor, you make do with whatever you got. So, this is what I'm doing. I thought they might do this for me at the machine shop, but I think what they're wanting to do was wanting to make this smooth on the lathe, because they have lathes in there, and I thought that's, but they said they couldn't chuck it up in there, whatever. I don't know, so I don't know enough about lathes or anything to say. I'm not gonna question. Those guys are good to me anyway, so. And I really don't know if this is the right way to cut threads or not. This is the way I'm doing it. I'm sure someone out there knows better, more than I do, but this vise is 130 years old or somewhere in that area, and I don't care. I want to make it look as close to original. I don't want to spend a lot of money on it. I've already spent a lot of money on the vise to begin with. Close semi. I'm almost to the bottom. Got maybe 1 or 2 cuts. 1 turn, full turn maybe. I think what I am, I'm botting them. It's concave, or I don't know. It's the tap is like this. I think I'm at the bottom. Let me run it up and down. Get all the burrs there. Ooh, that spins awful easy now. Oh, I'm so happy. I thought I was going to screw up. Look at there. Not bad for someone that doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Go check that out. Got a burr right there at the end, and that might be a burr, not a. I should have cleaned it first before I tried to put the nut on there. Sorry, I don't know if it's blurring. I can't see what I'm filming and what I'm working on. There's a little spot right near the end. Let me chase it one more time. That's the end right there. And I guessed, I didn't mic it or anything. I just kind of guessed at the thickness that I needed. Yeah. It's not bad. Just got a little spot right there, and that could be where it's kind of bent too. That's bottomed out. Yeah, right there. It has a all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's good. I'm calling that a win. I don't care who you are. Especially for someone, well, it's not hot. I thought it was going to be warm. For someone that has no idea what he was doing, I'm happy. And the reason I want to save this bolt is it's keyed. See that? It goes in a certain position on that. And I wanted to save as much originality to that I could. See if you can see the little, it is a little bent, just a little bit. But I got to figure out now how I'm going to color this or stain this or blue this or whatever I'm going to do. All right. I'm glad.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got all the parts clean, laid out on the table. These parts here, I was able to evaporust. I'm missing a part. Uh-oh, the screw part. I gotta go get it. I think I left it outside. Well, heck, I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna redneck this again. This vise has just been some trouble for me. Anyways, I want to keep this thing as kind of as original the way I bought it. And I want to clean this up before I blew it, but I want to take this off. So I'm going to heat this end and bend it to where I can get it out. Now I'm going to straighten this bar up. I am not going to put a ball on the end of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to heat it and bend it back when I get it cleaned up and put it back together like this. But I want the bar straight. Does that make sense? Hopefully you guys will understand here in a minute. Let's see if I don't screw this video up. really need another hand. Beat it with a hammer. Sorry, I can't show everything in the video. It's hard to do. Shoot. Yeah, this didn't come out the way I thought it was going to. It's hard to do this and then there. Shoot. Alright, well, I'll leave that in the video. You can see how I screw up. I still got torch running, believe it or not. I just set it in the vise. Yeah, I know somebody's not gonna like that. I like the pop. Turning my bottles off right now. Releasing the pressure. There we go, all pressure relieved. I don't like leaving pressure on the lines. All right, I got it off. Not the best thing, but hey, sucks. I really need hand. I need someone to help me hold this. Oh well. Anyways, I'll straighten it up and see what we come up with. It's hailing, raining and hailing, but I want to show you. I do know how to turn a torch off. Somebody's gonna say something about me popping it. There, I didn't pop it. Anyways, trying to talk over the hail and the rain. It's Oklahoma, what do you expect? Cut this off. This mounting tab, this little ear, one side's broke, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off. Looks like maybe back in the day they made a provision maybe to cut it off. It's notched. See it? Anyways, I'm talking over the rain and the hail. We got a severe thunderstorm, so.
What's bad is I have a plasma cutter, I have a cutting torch, I have a bandsaw, and yet I still use this. Oh well. I'm an Okie, what do you expect? Alright guys, I hope you can hear me over the thunderstorm. We're getting about an inch of rain an hour right now. I'm trying to clean this sharp edge right here where the thrust bushing goes up against. It's folded over and it's really sharp, so I'm gonna knock that off. That's all I'm gonna do, just slowly take it down, and then I'm gonna glue this. All right, guys, got a little bit of time. The rain's let up a little bit. Probably only getting about a ½ inch an hour now. No hail yet, or now, we were earlier. Anyways, I'm gonna clean this with, I'm using denatured alcohol. And normally I use carburetor cleaner, but since this is such a large thing to clean, and I have so much of this denatured alcohol, that's what I'm using. See, it's cleaning the trash and the dirt off. Well, I might be losing my power, looks like. Keeps flickering pretty bad. Anyways, I want to try to blue. I'm bluing all these parts. And I want to show, man, this video is going to be long. I'm sorry. I'm trying to show everything and doing this in different days. Oh, my battery pack's dying. You got to be kidding me. All right. All right, sorry guys, battery died on me. I was gonna show you, after cleaning it, I find this crack right here, and the crack is all the way through. And I thought about maybe welding this, but it looks like there was a factory defect right there. If you look real closely, there's like a gouge in the metal. And this thing is not manufactured, I mean, just look at it. It's not manufactured to precise standards that we have today. You gotta remember, this was made possibly 130 years ago, between 130 and 120. Say 100 to 130, somewhere, it's old. And their standards weren't as good. And I think what happened is somebody torqued, they put something in this vise and then did like you're not supposed to and stand on it and try to put as much force down to hold it in place. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna do anything. I don't think that'll hurt anything. For one, I know how to use a vise, and I'm not gonna put my foot on it or stand on it, try to get it as tight as possible. Okay, I cleaned it. I forgot where I was. I went outside, finally let up a little bit to get outside. My wife said lightning struck a tree across the street. We got a forest across the street, so that's probably why the lights flickered. Also, these cotton swabs suck. I'm not a big fan. The bluing material, I'd rather use a paintbrush. Even though it takes me longer, I like it better. Clean my brush out a little bit because I've used it quite a bit on this. Anyhow, let's see how it takes bluing on this one. Oh yeah, look how it takes the bluing. Look at that. This turns black, good and black. I like it. Yeah, the cotton swab was not, yeah, I wasted it. That's another thing, you waste a lot of material with the cotton swab. I don't care. You guys do what you want. This is how I'm doing it. And I wish I had some type of, I don't know, a forge, some way to get this hot enough to where I think it would absorb the, I gotta find an old cast iron grill.
or cast aluminum grill. One of them old thick ones. I might be able to get enough coals in something like that to get it hot enough. And I want to try to blacken it with oil, or blacken something with oil. It's too late for this. I'm where I'm at now. And I tried different things on this. I hope this video turns out anyways. It's going to be long. I try to show several different things that I've done. I hope you guys don't mind. Fast forward to whatever you want to see. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings. There's a lot to this video. I should have went online and watched a couple videos, but I do not have the time right now anyways. This time of year is my busy season. I had to do a job yesterday. I got to do a job today, but it's raining. I can't do it in the rain. It's just, this week's gonna suck. I got days that are probably gonna be 18-hour days this week. Oh well. I gotta eat. Gotta eat, gotta work. Look at how it's taking this bluing. This is turning out really good. I tried the cotton swabs just sucked. I wasted probably half a bottle because the cotton swab absorbed half the amount that I put on it, and I find this paintbrush to work 10 times better. Obviously, those of you can see that it does. I'm really excited to get this vise. I still have to work on the stump. I haven't even done anything with the stump yet that I'm going to put this on. I know at the shop when I was a kid, I wish I'd have paid more attention. You know, when you're young, it's not one of the things you think about. But I remember 2 of these being on, and I think they were monster. I think they were 8-inch. It's the biggest vices I've ever seen in my life, and it was in that driveline shop. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that was a cool job, but that was just like a summer job, a part-time job. I wish I'd learned more while I was there, but I was just making extra money. If you guys never had a drive shaft fall out of your vehicle when you drive down the road, that's a hell of a jolt. I lost my drive line in my 49 truck one time. 49 Ford, speak of it, I had a 76 Ford, did the same thing, 3/4 ton, it dropped the drive shaft out of it. That is a scary thought. Driving down the road, next thing you know, you hear, it just sounds like a bomb going off. It's weird. I never hear drive lines falling out anymore. I don't drive a vehicle that old anymore though. Now let it sit for 60 seconds and then come back and wipe it dry. 4/0 steel wool. All right, be back in a second. All right. Wiped it dry, and now I'm going to use 4/0 steel wool on it. Kind Kind of gives it an old look, black patina look. What I'm surprised is there's no name, no markings. The only markings is the little decorative lines right here and right here. I am gonna, when I put this together, I'm gonna coat everything with a thin coat of oil and then set this in the sun and just let it warm up. The oil seems to give it maybe a little darkness, a little more sheen to it. Steel wool makes it shine pretty good though. Tell you what, use a little brass brush right here. All right, guys, check that out. Reminds me of a bell, old school bell. All right, let me finish bluing it and then, I don't know where I'm next. I don't know. All right, guys, something I almost forgot to do. This has been used over the years so much that this is folded. Let me maybe give it a better, hang on, I'm trying to show you. I'm gonna flatten that. It's got a high spot right there. Anyways, sorry guys, I'm trying to show you what I'm doing, but I don't have I want to straighten this up. And I'm not sure the best way to do it. I think what I'm going to do is take a flat disc and just lightly keep hitting it until it cleans up a little bit. At least where the jaws are flat and mate good, I hope. Hope that's what I'm planning on doing. This one's not as bad. It's got a dent right there and it's got a pretty good gouge there. This one's the one that's beat over. And it actually looks like I have a casting flaw here. So it may have been like that originally. There is a lot of manufacturing defects. You know, this is old. So I'm amazed at some of the, I don't know, character you want to call it, the way they molded this metal. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. I'm trying to show. Look at that. That's from factory. That's when it was manufactured. And that's cool. To me that looks, that nobody got under there and hit that with a hammer. I mean, that's not a working surface. So, and both sides are like that. See that? It's almost like, it looks like somebody took their finger and Play-Doh'd it. This really looks like somebody took their finger and just pushed it in like that. I just thought that was cool. Anyways, let's get the flap disc and see what it looks like.
I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Boy, the top of this thing's got a divot right there. I like it. Now, yeah, I gotta make this side too. All right, let me work on this, see if I can get it looking pretty good. This Rock Island vise very often. Comes in handy. It's nice to have like 4 or 5 vices. You can use them for different things. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys, time to put it together. I gotta remember how to put it together. So, okay. Everything oiled. I think, let's see here, this here. Okay, this is keyed, it's got a slot, and that goes right there. Problem, see, this will go here. Is that right? No. Yes. Because let's see here. And then this, the big side will have, hang on, I forgot the oil part. Forgot to oil this. Darn it. Hang on, I'll be right back. All right. Now, this, trying to remember how everything, okay, this goes like this.
Stupid. Yeah, if you've never done one of these before, trust me. Duh. There, that goes like that. And then when you tighten this up, it'll push that out like that. Right? Roger Dodger? Okay. So I want spring as high as it'll go. This is keyed. And I'm thinking the gentleman that sold me this didn't think this was the right swedge, but I think it is, because the metal and everything looks the same thickness, everything. So this goes like that. Locks in. And this actually, I think, come here. Now how am I going to press spring open like that? I think that's what, and this, the curve goes against that curve. The only thing is, hang on before I get too far going, I want to grease. Oh, come on. I want to grease this just a little bit. I got some wheel bearing grease here. It's an old can of grease. I bought it at a garage sale, estate sale a while back. Nothing fancy. No need to put high dollar lithium grease on it. This old wheel bearing grease is back in the day. This is what they used. Nothing fancy. Okay. That's what I should have done to begin with. Put a little dab right there. Okay, key there. It goes. Where's the notch? Right there. Okay. Here's going to be the trick. I actually need some help. I ain't got nobody around here to help me. So, I think what I'll do, all right. This is keyed, so this goes in top here, like so. You know, I guess you fit either way. It doesn't show it any, doesn't matter, I guess. All right. Just do this. Doesn't need a lot. There again, like I always say, it's not a high RPM, and it's all I want to do is keep it from rusting, one. I'll be right back. All right, I think I got it. could be said having others to help you do things. Oh, a lot can be said about that. Stupid. Trying to film and do this at the same time. It's going through. Holy smoke. It's wedged in there pretty good now. All right, I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way. I can tap it through some more after I get it together or mounted. Anyways, the only thing I got left to do is what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread this, put a nut on the end of it. It's the only thing I can do. I had to cut the end off. I'll show you here in the end, but oh my God, I did all this. I think I put it together wrong. Son of a I did. I have to leave this in the video. I had to have. Yeah, I did put it together wrong. Son of a man, can't work this way. The handle, check that out. All that work. Oh my God. Oh well, what the hell. I guess I learned something. Damn, I can't believe I did that. How? Yeah. Stupid. Yeah. I forgot how I took it apart, and of course, I've never worked on one of these, so I'm just guessing as I go. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'll leave that in the video. Somebody get a kick out of that. Let me take it apart, and we'll start over again. Well, all I did was unscrew the screw and switch it. That's all I did. But still, it irks me that I put the silly thing together wrong. Yeah, oh my goodness. You just gotta, all you can do is laugh. I mean, what the hell? It's not like anybody died from it. Yeah, ain't no biggie. Oh! What I'm doing, I'm trying to, sorry, here. Trying to show you. And the spring does work. It's really good, actually. Oh, okay. Oh, that sucks. That was just stupid. What I'm going to do is mount it to my stump and then finish driving this swedge in. I think it should work. I mean, I could just leave the swedge the way it is. It'd probably work just fine. Well, now I got to carry this silly thing over to that stump. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm rednecking the hell out of this. dump is free. And I'm going to use it. That's going to be a problem. All right, be right back. I'll just crank that in with a hand wrench. Okay, I'm really white trashing it now. I'm rednecking this all to hell. Okay guys, electrical straps. So I'm going to use, they're free, they're easy to use, so that's what I'm using. Well, that one held. I didn't realize it fell through the washer. It needs a washer. Can't see. Let's see. All right. Well, my thought was to mount this vise on here, but it's not going to work like I planned. So I'll just leave this the way it is. Works good. The only thing I'm not sure about is the closing right there. And it's off just a little bit. And I think it's off because of the bushing. The wear here in the bushing, it's worn. I can see it now. The bushing's going in like this. It's going in sideways. This bushing is going that way. So it's pushing the jaw this way. Let's line it up. I'll show you. I mean, it's not like it's going to affect it or hurt it or anything. I'll still use it. But see the jaw. Sorry. God darn it. I'm trying to show you guys. See how the jaw's off? A 1/4 inch. And it's getting really hard to push in right there. But it looks like it's almost binding up. And I think that's just the slop. Like I said, there's a lot of slop right here in this bushing. But I don't need it that close anyways.
need to fix this handle, which I'll do that. I don't care. All in all, I'm happy. I got, what, 69 cents in the straps down at the bottom. The nut. Let's see the nut on this side. The nut down there, I blackened it. I threaded that by myself, so I think I can thread the handle pretty good. Should be all right. I'm happy with it. It's all that matters. My tools, my rules. The black turned out really good. The bluing and then putting the oil on it. That actually, I like to set it outside and let it heat up a little bit. And this stump was free. I literally drug it out of a field. You can still see the grass on it if you look real close. You can see the old dead grass still on it. But anyways, I just drove out in the middle of the pasture. They had cut down a pecan tree and this was there. So this is what I used. So I have something to beat on. It's stout and the leg itself is touching the floor. So I think that's the design of these. As you beat on it, the force goes down through and you don't break something here. Oh well, doesn't matter. It works, the spring works, all the parts are there. The heck, I guess I shouldn't make this the end of the video. I really need to thread this so you guys can see what I did there. Oh well, I don't care. Yeah, I got about a 1/4 inch gap and then closing it. Well, it closes, but see, that's what it is. You can see it closes all the way, but it's this bushing. This bushing right here, the back end of this area is real worn. I guess this thing saw a lot of use. Yeah, that's what it is. The back of this bushing is worn. Well, I didn't notice that. Too late now. Hey, it works. God, that was a lot of trouble. And yeah, that's what it is. If you can see the jaws, they line up really good right there. They're level. See that? But I can feel right here, this bushing on the back end right here. Yep. Well, it could be the threads. Hey, I don't care. Shoot, I'm happy. I'm picking at it when I got, what, 5.5 hours time to work on it. It works. I mean, it's nothing, it's not high dollar, super fancy. I didn't realize these things are that expensive. There's a couple of them on eBay for right at $400 and not even as good a shape as mine. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's enough for today. I'll show you the threaded end on that. I'll try to get that done tomorrow or the next day. I don't know. Depends how much I got to work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the handle for that leg vise, pole vise, blacksmith vise, whatever you want to call it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grind. I'm just going to put this on the grinder and guess, because I bought 3/4 nut and it's just a little too big and a 5/8 is too small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap this. I'll grind it down, tap it, and then put these on there, and then weld the two nuts together. And I'm going to try to make a round ball
I don't know if it's going to work, but I can't find anything locally to make something for this handle. I don't know. That's what I'm going to do. That's all I've got. So my tools, my rules. I'm making it work for me. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Just going to show you. I screwed this up. I screwed this handle up. I was going to thread the nuts on there and then tack weld them and then build up and then round them off on the grinder. Well, stupid me wasn't thinking when I did it off the vise. So I had to cut the bolt off, and then the second bolt wouldn't cut, so I finally cut it here and then broke it off. I screwed up. Anyways, for now, I gotta go back to work, so don't have much time. Today is my only day off, and I still had to do a job today, so what I'm gonna do is put this nut on here. If it'll go on. Took the old one off. Anyways, I'm gonna put this nut on here for now until I can find somebody that can turn me a ball to make it fit. That's gonna be the problem. Finding someone that can do that. I need a pair of pliers or something. Hang on a second. Oh, I got a pipe wrench here. This pipe wrench I gotta fix. Anyways, I screwed the handle up. Thought I had it right the first time. I wasn't thinking. I'm so frustrated with myself. Also, I put these rubber grommets on. I've done it on my other vise that I've cleaned up. It just keeps it from... Anyways, there you go. For now, I'm done. I'm gonna have to come back and touch up the bluing on the handle, but until I can find somebody to turn me a ball, vise is good. And it doesn't close all the way. I thought at first it was the bushing, but actually I think it's the thread on the inside that's got a little damage on it, but that I'm not worried about. It opens and closes. I've already used it, the clamps down at the base hold just fine, and it's just touching the floor. So when I do hit hammer on it, it's hard. That's what it's for. Not the best. Like I said, it's not the best. And this, just to go show you, that's not even a stump. That was one of the branches off of that pecan tree. So I'm just going to leave it like this, set here in the shop. It'll work. It's not hurting anything, and it's easy to move around. I say it's easy. The stump itself probably weighs, I don't know, 40 pounds. This thing weighs 80. But I got a two-wheeler over there if I need to wheel it. But it sits right here. It's not in the way of my my lane to bring my vehicles in. Right here is a good spot, and it works. I mean, I tried to keep it as original as possible. The bluing took very well. The only thing I screwed up on was this. I straightened everything up, I think, leveled everything. The spring obviously works. You push it in and it springs right back. So that's one of the things a lot of people say, that if the spring's missing, making one,
the nut down here, I was able to tap. I think I might show that in the video. That's the only thing that I couldn't save the original. Well, I don't think it was the original nut. It was a castle nut somebody had welded, and then I re-tapped that. And I'm guessing I just turned it by hand on a grinder and got it to about where I think I could, so I could cut the threads. It worked out there. Same way with this. I cut the threads on the handle. So, yeah, I got lucky there. I mean, cutting it by hand is a lot, it's slower, a little easier to do than on a machine. I mean, on a machine, I know you can mess up the dies, but I got pretty close. Like I said, I put the rubber grommets on it. It works. I mean, for me, I'm not, by any means, I am not a blacksmith, forger, or anything like this. I wanted something, one, because I've worked on one of these, or worked with one of these when I was a kid, and I was always fascinated. I love these style vices. And can't remember the man's name, but these were made in England, and they were mass produced and shipped all over the world, and they were sold under different names. But anyways, for me, for what I'll do, it's just going to be fine. This thing will outlive me. I'm not going to use my torch or my welder on this one because I have another vise that I can use. I have 5 vices set up to use in different forms for different things. So, but this one is for something, if I needed to beat on something. I wanted, the other vices, when you go to beat on them, you can actually break. This one's designed to take the impact. But anyways, yeah, I like it. I hope you guys like my video. It's probably going to be long, I'm sorry, but I try to show the things that I do, and I try to show the mistakes. I didn't film everything of cutting this nut and welding on it. I wish I would have done all of it. I could show you where I screwed up. Like I said, I screwed up because I welded the nut and everything in this bar with it not being in the vise, so I couldn't put it back together. That just, Anyways, $210 for the vise, 69 cents for the nut. I think I got $1.10 or something, something like $1.12 in those little clamps on the base of it. I already had these lag bolts. Just my time and labor, the cleaning of the parts, some with a wire wheel on a grinder, some on a hand grinder, and then the parts that I could stick in a Vaporust, and then the rest of it. Here you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, tell me what you think. Y'all have a good day.